welcome to Let's Invest Right. Guys, today we are here to discuss about a very hot topic. We are here to discuss about everyone has been talking since last few weeks. The topic which actually totally disturbed Wall Street in the way it used to work. We are talking here about this few stocks which were actually taken by Wall Street bats in Reddit community. So with me is Essen. Essen, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Farooq. How are you?
I'm great. Essen, first of all, tell us something about this group Reddit and how actually it is kind of a revolutionary and what actually the last few weeks have done to few stocks and something about that.
Well, it's been crazy week for some of the stocks. The Wall Street has been like gone all gone crazy. Actually, no one could have predicted, because if you look at the companies that have gone so up in the last week or so, like companies like GameStop, AMC, these were already struggling, facing many challenges. But somehow, with some people coming in on social media and creating a hype and short selling and all this, everyone knows what has happened. But with this, it has like completely changed the dynamics of the market. Now many of us are thinking about getting into it, getting being part of it, because the growth rate is massive. You're getting a growth rate of 50% day over day. Even on the same day, some of the stocks have like surged so much up. It's like a banana shape. The stock is going a banana shape. It's tend to go upward like this, but it's going like this, and even it would fall just like that same
And then
way.
first of all, it is very important for us to know what happened actually. All of a sudden what happened and what this all fight is all about. When someone who doesn't know about it, and we all over the media we are hearing about Wall Street bets, and it's a community over 5 million users or community members in Reddit society, and then suddenly they are driving the Wall Street, and we are hearing something about short sellers. They are completely squeezing them, and they're going against the bets which are made by very strong short sellers, may be in GameStop stock or AMC, and suddenly they are simply giving a buy signal, and all of a sudden all of the members of this community started buying and pushing the price to simply towards the south, and suddenly platforms, they started banning the trading, and all of a sudden nobody knows what's actually happening.
See, yes, that's right. Because everyone, it's actually about a game of demand and supply. Now, if you look at, everyone will go and chip in, as you said, so many users of the in the community. So when they will go in and buy, all of them will buy those stocks. The market, the demand will push the price up, regardless of whatever the company is going through. Because when everyone is buying, it will help the stock exchange to increase the price and
Price
higher the
to
demand.
exactly.
So that is
And
what happening. It's nothing but only hype created, and everyone getting chip in because they want to have, like, everyone is saying to buy this stock, buy this stock. So every one of us or everyone in the community is thinking about getting in because they will have the profit. But that is the problem. The problem with such kind of investments or such kind of trend is, if the company is artificially inflated, if the value, the real value of the company, the company fundamentally, if it's not making sense, even if the high price is increased or inflated 300 times or whatever, it will go down for sure. If not tomorrow, like next week, next month, it will go down. And the problem with this such kind of investment is, many of the retail investors would be at the losing end, and some of them will have a gain and significant gain. But at the end of the day, these retail investors would be at loss.
guys, I would like to highlight a fact in this conversation. Uh, Although we have seen GameStop reaching its highest values, it is kind of a challenge given from these small investors to the short sellers, which were trading against the buying of these stocks toward what they are calling they are short selling these stocks. Whenever a short selling is done or a short selling signal is given against any stock, obviously the price of that company is going to go down, and significantly down. Now, with this revolution, what happened, we don't support in a way, because fundamentally these companies are not strong, right, Essen? They're not fundamentally strong. It became a trend of buying these stocks because of this community push. But what will happen, guys, it is very important to understand. If you enter into a position, as soon as these community members would start realizing the stock, the stock profit, the capital gain, what would happen? How can you actually realize that profit? By closing the position, right? So by selling the stock. So once again this selling would take place, the stock prices would go down, right? But right now, if we have seen in last 2 days, Essen, stocks like Nokia is also a trending stock right now. BlackBerry, we have seen them going 50% in a downward trend. Was that because people started realizing profits, or was it because of the companies like brokers like Robinhood or Interactive Broker or big players? They limited or restricted users to buy.
Well, there are a couple of factors, as you have mentioned, and you have actually, in your question or in your statement, answered both of them. Both of them. The point is, if the company is inflated, like with hype or go up with hype, it is bound to go down, like in the next month, next week, whatever the time is. But it is bound to go down, because market, for example, a company which is value, say 1 million or 10 million, if it's inflated to 50 million or whatever the amount is, right? It will not be at that point for the long term, because that's hypothetically or artificially inflated. So it's a dangerous place to be in, even if you're chasing these stocks only because of the trend, only because some others are making profits. So that's not the right way, because if it could go down anytime, you won't know. Even could be the start of the day, the share could go up 50%, but the day end could be like, it could go down in a one day, and the day end would be negative 50%. You never know. So, and the other point is, you don't know what is the right price to go into it, because the price is going at one place, one direction, so up, like it's going 100%, 50% up every day. You don't know what is the right price to be in. And as your question for Nokia and BlackBerry, yeah, there are a couple of other stocks other than GameStop, EMC, like Nokia, as you said. There's BlackBerry as well. But well, I invested previously in Nokia before that, because they are getting involved into different technologies like 5G, and they are working on 6G as well. That's why I invested in Nokia. But the price is down. The price is mainly down because of the historical failures that they had. But the future looks bright. So that's why I invested. But now, like, I am even thinking, should we still go in? Should I go out? The stock has gone up significantly. I invested at $4. It has gone up. One of the days it went up like 50% or 40%, something like this. So when the price goes up in such a way, in like 40,
Exponential
30%
growth
in a
we have
day.
seen without a reason, and
Yeah,
just
without a reason, obviously. If there's
yeah,
no news, nothing, you can't find it, then I think it's better to realize
to
your
stay
profit
out of
and
it.
be out of it. Yeah, be
Yeah,
out of it. Because even if you talk about AMC or something, just think, or even GameStop, if you look at the company, like, who is going into the malls to buy the games? The days are gone. It's like, even if you see AMC, they are doing into entertainment, like, the business is down. So how can the share price be going up and in one direction? So it will go down. It will go down because the fundamentals are not right. And that's one of the
exactly.
keys
That's
when you're
true.
making investments.
So, guys, it is very important for us to know. Yes, it's true. Maybe you have made a lot of money during last 2-3 days, because maybe you were lucky, and maybe you can make a few more bucks in coming weeks as well, and maybe a few $1,000s as well. It depends upon your risk ability. It depends upon how much money you are ready to lose, even more than how much money you are ready to make. The problem is if you are stuck with a position which was open at a very high price. One more issue with these kind of stock is its liquidity. You have been reading or listening a lot about these companies where brokers are giving this explanation that they don't have liquidity of these stocks from the other end, and which is a bit true. I won't support that, it was a right decision or a wrong decision by those brokers to limit the buying, but it is for some sake it makes sense, because if artificially, whether it's done by a short seller or it is done by a group of people which is more than 5 million. So of course 5 million are influencers which have made significant effect to the price of the stock. However, as SN has mentioned us in this conversation, that since those companies are not fundamentally strong, you can make money if you are lucky, but there is a significant risk involved that you may be able not to even come back to that price and even break even at some point.
Farooq, there are two types of fears. One is when people are part of it. They don't know what time they should go out, right? This is a fear of exit. Like if the price would further go up or go down, okay? Then when they are part of it. The second fear that people, those are not part of it, they keep on thinking that should I be there? I wished I was there. I wished I purchased this earlier and I would have gone 50%, 100%.
The opportunity loss, actually.
Yes, the opportunity loss, exactly. So this fear make people go into these and buy these and
at a very high price.
At a very high price, because they'll keep on seeing that exactly that they'll keep on saying that the price is going up and they want to go into it and see enjoy the profits in those trends, right? But fundamentally the company is bound to go down, and it will go down, if not now, like next week, next month, whatever. And there would be, the market is such that there would, if you will make a profit, there would be another fool who will come in and buy at that high price. So it's a like they will buy and someone else will sell it, and that person who will buy at the right price would be at the great loss.
That's correct. So guys, to conclude this era of revolution, if someone is calling it, yes, there is a time when someone would have made a lot of profit during last weeks, or you could make a few more weeks. We don't know how long this rally would go and continue.
If we knew, we would be part of it, right?
Yeah. What we could recommend right now is, even there could be a long list of this trending stocks. Try to invest in those stocks where you believe that they are part of the upcoming era, upcoming trends. Maybe as Asad mentioned about Nokia or BlackBerry, suppose if they are working on 5G, which is an upcoming trend, there could be a chance even after their retracement they could go back. So there is some kind of fundamental reason behind it to grow again in the near future. However, investing in stocks just on the basis of because everyone is investing, ultimately we are going to lose money. So guys, thank you very much for watching us and liking our videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe to our videos. Thank you very much.